I'm going to tell you a story.
That brings me to a story.
I have a story.
This is the story of 10 international students from 5 different continents and a year of their lives in the United States of America. I'm Eden from England, and this is Krzysz from Poland. In 2022, we moved to the small mountain city of Asheville, North Carolina, to study abroad for a year. We arrived knowing no one and had no idea what to expect. We made this film to capture a snapshot of what happened next. America felt like a new world, one that filled me with 1,000 questions. Like, why is everyone so friendly? Why do they call individual pieces of pasta noodles? And why is the cheese so orange? Like us, other international students were arriving on campus, also unsure of what their new American lives would look like.
Hi, Shota.
I wanted to find out who they are and what had brought them here.
I knew I'd miss home. I didn't expect to miss home as much as I thought I did. Like, it's really made me realise how much of a homebody I actually am.
Bronte and I are both from the UK, so she was the first person I bonded with when I arrived at the University of North Carolina, Asheville, or UNCA. Another of the new international students is Chelsea from Australia. We met at a local bagel place to hear about how she found the first few weeks in Asheville.
This is our group. Are you guys getting bagels? I think so. Absolutely. How could you not? I've been through like 2 big spurts of homesickness when my parents left. Like when they left me, I was like, see ya. Like I've been with them for a month, like 24/7. I'm like, adios, like go home. I need to start living. 3 days later, I was like, cool, so it's really exciting that I don't know anyone here. Like I came here knowing no one.
Good, how are you? Oh.
I caught up with Chaewon and Rio, who quickly formed a close friendship when they arrived at UNCA.
How's it going?
Chaewon is from South Korea and Rio is from Japan. They took us along on their regular trip to the local Asian grocery store to buy foods they missed from home.
I usually buy like 20 packs of ramen. Like the whole box of ramen.
Yeah,
and it'll be gone by like 2 weeks.
That is brilliant.
I don't know why, but I don't really like breakfast. Oh, my mom will kill me if I don't eat breakfast.
Okay, so this can't be on the documentary. You always eat
I always, like, every day, breakfast. It's like Asian mom, where like any mom, always feed us so aggressively. Like, food.
One of the best parts about studying abroad is chatting about the similarities and differences between our cultures.
I really wish our culture, like my culture, had proms and stuff. And like boy asking out, will you be my date? Oh, I never had that. That's so good, right? So romantic.
Do you have that?
No.
No. Do you wish you had that?
No.
It's been very up and down. Like it was definitely like at first, obviously the excitement, it's hard to be like, I really want to go home because it just sort of feels like a holiday at first. It would hit me like occasionally, like I'd just suddenly just be like, oh my God, like I'm so far away from home. And
my first week of classes, I had this real kind of panic that I wouldn't be able to connect with American people. And I didn't have any, like I didn't think about that beforehand or ever have any worry about that because like people are just people, right? But then I got here and I was like, I'm just not used to that kind of like nicey like front of people. People are generally a bit more blunt at home. And I thought that would be a nice thing, but when I got here, I just suddenly like was like, who can I trust? Who's genuine? And I just remember thinking like, I'm not gonna connect with people here. Making these connections can be difficult at first. Shota from Japan has found his community through the Ultimate Frisbee team.
Hi everyone, we're here to film the star, Shota.
You picked the right person.
Doing great, guys.
Keep it up.
No pressure.
Shota has been like a super important player for us this year. I can be honest? Okay, no. Shota. Shota's been great. We have a really small team, so everybody plays a lot. You started this year, right? Like you've never played before? Well, Shota picked it up really fast. Shota is one of the players that makes big plays in tournaments that like really get our energy up.
It's not so popular in Japan.
So you don't think you'll ever get to play again, or you'll find a team?
Yeah, if I can find a team in Japan,
Come back.
maybe.
Yeah.
Accepting me was not easy because I can't speak English like you guys do. But they are so welcoming. Then they accept me and they talk to me often. That's so grateful for me.
Well, like this.
I want to belong to some community, and I like to play sports, so I joined this gym.
And are you glad you did?
Yeah, sure. One of the best decisions I made here. Yeah, and
I threw it.
your feet.
Yay. Thank you.
It's been grand.
You got what you want. Yay.
I'm gonna get some basket. Oh, okay. Basket.
Every time I go to get this one, I see this label. It says can expose you to chemicals including lead, like in pencils, but like it's poisonous. And I'm like, maybe not.
What do you think like surprised you most about America?
I think the size of America is what really shocked me. And honestly, I knew it was big, but even just the little things, suddenly it's like a normal road that would be like 1 or 2 lanes in England is 4 here. Like just the road just into downtown. It's like all together, like with both sides, it's like 6 lanes. It's crazy.
I went home with Polly for Thanksgiving and I was like, thank God for her. And we went to a like big football game. They call it the Egg Bowl. And so like there was fireworks, there was a laser show, there was a cannon that went off every time they scored, like a smoke show when they walked in. And like the stadium held like 70,000 people and I was like, this is insane. And then one of the people that we went with, he was like, oh, like this is the second smallest in like their conference. And I was like, this stadium is huge.
University looks different around the world. We chatted about this while we waited for our Uber home.
It's easier here, I feel like. And like the professors' expectations towards students are quite lower than
I think so.
Korea, yeah.
I think it's more casual than
Yeah.
our country. Our country is like so strict.
When we went to Mississippi in the South, like the deep South, I was like, there was like little Trump stickers on the back of everyone's car. Like I was like, we don't need to go to the South again. Yeah. Everyone says Asheville's like a little bubble. I'm like, I like my bubble. I want to stay in said bubble.
Despite making lots of friends, Chelsea decided to cut her study abroad trip short and head home at winter break.
We were like, are you gonna want to stay in the group chat when you leave?
I can't. I'm not gonna have the number.
Oh my god, wait, she won't even have the same number anymore.
I want to stay, but I want to go home. I'm like, I just want to take them with me and bring them home with me, and then I'll be happy. Hold on, my Be Real just went off. I'm like, look how cute. I think they're gonna come and visit me in December. Kat's like, I want to go in the middle of Australia. I was like,
do.
You don't.
I do.
But you don't.
I want to go to bumfuck nowhere.
That's what I call it. Bumfuck nowhere.
On our way home, Rio gave us a Japanese lesson.
Thank you. Arigato. Do you know arigato?
Arigato. Arigato.
Arigato, yeah. Arigato. Hi is like yeah.
Okay.
In Japanese.
So we say hi all the time.
If somebody talk to you in Japanese and you don't know what to say hi. イギリスの方ですよね。
Hi.
Wow, that was so native.
I think what else really shocked me? Probably the orange food.
Yeah, I didn't expect that, I will say. I don't think I realised how much I like my cheese to be
Not orange. The colour of Fanta, that freaks me out.
I still sometimes
that really freaks me out.
I'm just like, whoa, it's so orange.
Yeah, I've tried it once. It's just having something that colour inside of me, in my digestive system, really just...
It's not a piece of you.
It's not a bit of me.
I love the people filming us right now. I think that's hilarious.
Alright. I'm very appreciative that you guys are okay with it.
Her favorite thing to say is get fucked. Or like, I couldn't be fucked to do this.
Yes.
I love that. She said Kim the ass on text, but she like did it.
I said ICBA.
I was like, you have to tell me what that means. I don't know what you're saying.
Time. Like, even my mum says CBA.
Yeah, when she calls people cows.
Yeah.
Because like cow here means you're fat.
Yeah, I think we use it more like...
You cow! Get out more cow!
Yeah, same context.
Let's talk about Harris Teeter.
I love Harris Teeter.
The best thing is Chelsea's gonna be here and say, we hate everything about us. She's like, I'm going back to Australia and never talk to y'all again. Screw you guys.
Living oceans from home can be difficult, and it's easy to feel alone. But with each connection we make, it becomes easier. And these connections will stay with us, wherever we find ourselves in the world. It's a new semester here at UNCA, and not everyone is returning. But we are happy to be reunited with friends, both American and international.
The lounge, it's on the other side.
And there are some fresh faces on campus, with 3 new international students joining us. I went to chat with 2 of them, with a fresh spring in my step. Oh my god, that really scared me. Hi! Zineb and Eva are here to study abroad for the semester.
Back home, as long as you studied abroad, you're someone.
Zineb came here from Morocco, and getting to America was more complicated than she expected.
To like get a passport, it was like, oh, you need this paper, you need this paper, you need this paper. And like I remember having this paper that they sent me from here saying, oh, she has an exchange and everything, but I had to stamp it to get it to the visa people, but it was in English. And they were like, oh, but we're not talking English here, we cannot stamp anything we don't understand. And they brought this old lady, she was literally not talking English. The only thing she knew was like, hello, how are you? But she wrote it on her resume that she talks English. So they brought her to me, and she told me, okay, let me tell you, I don't really understand what's here, but can you tell me? I will tell them it's that. And I was like, yes, it says I'm going on an exchange. And she was like, yeah, she's going on an exchange, there's nothing you can stamp it.
I don't think I got like super homesick until sort of near Christmas. We were going to like New York. I touched down and like I went to go find out how to get into the city centre from the airport, and I didn't understand like how to get a ticket, and then I just went back into the airport, went into the bathroom and just cried. I was just like, no, I'm done, like just send me home now.
Eva came here from the Czech Republic, although she wasn't entirely sure where she'd live once she got here.
My fee for the housing, like every time for some reason it like resets at midnight. So whenever I tried to apply for housing, it didn't work. So actually what happened is that I applied for housing the night before I came here, and actually like was sending email to Sarah in Miami after I landed, like the halls that I wish to stay in. So I had no like I wasn't sure that I have a place to live, so I was like joking, yeah, but like bench is also comfortable. I was actually laughing because like they asked me at the airport like, oh, and where are you staying?
Sarah's such a lovely person.
Yeah, she is.
Another student who's joining us for the semester is Valentin from Argentina, bringing us to a grand total of 5 continents in our little study abroad community.
I had to like completely change my eating like times because I it's still like day and it's 7 and I usually eat at like 9. So.
This is Brown Dining Hall. The like on-campus canteen. Do you eat here a lot?
Yeah, all the time.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Chicken pot pie. Chicken pot pie, you should probably try that. It's super American.
Yeah, but this is beautiful.
I'm gonna go for sweet tea. You know, it looks cooked.
I mean,
Just. But I had a very good day then. In terms of like what the food is it different to back home?
yeah.
What do you usually eat?
I normally eat a lot of meat and something that is also meat. But the thing here is like everything is too greasy, and they fry the pasta instead of cooking it. Like,
Yeah.
and I mean,
You can get deep fried anything. You can get like, they deep fry butter. You can get deep fried butter.
Eating in the dining hall is not for everyone. When they have the time, Bria and Chaewon enjoy cooking in their dorm's communal kitchen.
Have you ever had tempura?
I have. I've had
Really?
like that's vegetable.
This is my first time making it without my mom.
Ah.
Horrible. Oh my goodness.
Does your mom make it look easy?
Yeah, she'll make it so smooth that I can't. Yeah, oh, it's so good. Look, it's amazing. Wow. These are tempura. It's like fried vegetable, fried shrimp, all these stuff. And that's called kimbap.
What's the schoolwork like in comparison?
Professors back home like much more stricter, and they grade much more stricter.
Here is more easier, but I don't know if it's with the fact that like they keep you constant with the topics and stuff, and you actually need to attend. So maybe that's like why it was harder for me back at home, because I didn't show up for the whole semester.
I have tons of homework. I have tons of things every single week. Come on, guys. How am I supposed to enjoy my life? Come on.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. This is a good vacation.
Yes, I'm on an exchange. I came here to travel.
at first I partied way more than
Every time you get
I'm partying now. But the only thing is that not everyone is 21 plus, so that's a big deal here.
Yeah.
That's crazy. They can carry a gun, but they can drink. That's
I would. Yeah, I know. You've told us like you go out with your friends at home and they all drink, and you don't drink.
Yeah, I don't.
But you still party.
Yes. Yeah, like I'm trying like to never drink in my whole life. Because like of my religious beliefs. Here, people are so respectful of that. Sometimes I had people not drinking in front of me out of respect, and I'm like, you don't have to do that. Like it's okay. I'm like, it's totally okay. Whenever I go out, they're like it's a vibe going out, and it's like let down. It don't really need to drink. To be honest, yeah.
I think it's amazing. Like I think a lot of people would really struggle to party, and like you keep going longer than like I can. Like I'm normally passed out, and like not passed out, but like I'm like tired and going home.
Yes.
And Zeynep's like.
Conversations with drunk people as like so deep, and I'm like, yes, this is exactly what I want to do with you when you're not drunk. Why can't you do that?
Homecoming is an American tradition, and it was not something the international students could pass up.
It was pretty fun. I got pretty drunk, like so drunk.
The day started as any should, with beer in the sun.
Cheers.
Cheers. Here's Krish and Bronte, hard at work before the basketball game.
It's always got to be a little bit staged.
Trish and I took a moment to plan what we'd film with the day.
Do I have to click anything?
Yeah, it's the like button that you.
As you're about to see, no plan was followed.
You got 1% left, so make it good.
1%.
Oh, it's now no battery, so make it good.
Well, okay. Welcome to Homecoming.
Let's go, defense! Come on, defense, let's go!
Hello, this is Eden Parsons reporting from the Homecoming Crease.
Hola, me llamo Valentín. No hablo inglés.
Now I am here with Shota. What's your name?
I'm Shota.
Here I have Bronte. What's your name?
Bronte.
Bronte's from England. Where are you from? England.
Oui.
Something you're loving most about being in the US of A?
Everything is huge.
Everything is huge.
Yeah.
And what does Bronte love most in America?
Definitely the orange food.
So thank you, that's my report for today. Valentine, you have something to say?
I wanted my beer back.
Look at Pitbull. He represents Mr. Worldwide. So like when I see international students, I just try to be like Pitbull because he's Mr. Worldwide, right? What's that video?
Tira, yo me tiro, 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 tiro. Si tú te tiras, yo me tiro, 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 tiro. Si tú te tiras, yo me tiro, 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 tiro. Si tú te tiras, yo me tiro.
I feel like I find myself like shitting on America quite often, but actually like I've had a good time, and I've really enjoyed being here and like the friends I've made here. I'd definitely come back.
Would you live here again or just visit?
I don't know if I'd live here, just because I feel like life is a bit more unnecessarily difficult here in terms of, I mean, obviously healthcare, safety, you know, even like the food, like we've spoken about so many times how it just feels like food is so unavailable. I mean, food is obviously available, but quick, easy, like something to just go and grab on your way to doing something.
At first it was like hard to be by myself and go out by myself. I've never done that before. It's my first time abroad, so by myself and in a country I know no one.
What I do is like just make fun of Americans at some things, like they don't have payments. If you don't have a car, you can't get anywhere. This is like the hardest thing here, like...
You mean sidewalks?
Sidewalks, yeah. But then I realized that you need to just create a friend with a car and like being nice to them.
I feel really lucky that I've had a chance to meet Americans that can prove a lot of my initial like assumptions wrong.
Yeah, me too.
Because you just would never know otherwise, you know? And I really felt myself, like when I went home at Christmas and I was just like at the pub with my mates and I was like, I really felt myself defending Americans, which was interesting.
Yeah, I think we found some good friends, some good uns.
Yeah, I agree. We're saying this as if like British people are great. Like, you know, they could say the same thing. Yeah. Like I came to the UK and met some actually nice people who had good teeth and didn't like tea, you know? It's hard to find. Well, you're one of them.
Hey,
you've got good teeth and you don't like tea.
Braces, it'll do that for you.
Yeah. Free healthcare.
Free healthcare.
After a busy start to the semester, we kicked back and relaxed for our first ever spring break.
We're at Fort Lauderdale Airport, on our way to spring break.
But it's been 3 hours that we're walking.
I have a good news. Woo! The bus station is 13 minutes.
I'm about to go scuba diving. This is my biggest fear. I'm so scared.
They have fish and chips.
I'm enjoying holiday.
Update. Just chunky fries. It's not fish and chips. It's disappointing.
As we settle back into the second half of spring semester, we caught up with Zineb and Eva during Ramadan, which for Muslims around the world is a holy month of fasting from sunrise to sunset. Zineb invited us to eat with her after iftar, which is the breaking of her fast for the day.
Cheers. This is my first time treat.
It's good. My professor told me that he was like, because he's Muslim too, so he knew I was too. When he asked me, did you meet every single Moroccan here? I was like, I didn't meet any single Arab here. I met no one. And he was like, yeah, but there's like a Muslim association. And then when I looked it up, it's 1.5 hours by bus.
I also wondered, like, I know that like a lot of people don't find it hard because of the community aspect, like because everyone else is doing it. It's a very like spiritual time. Have you found that harder here, just like being on your own, or is that actually quite nice to have own time?
It's actually like harder and easier because yes, you said there's not a community, but sometimes with the community, like we have some like cultural things that sometimes are not Islamic things. So now I'm like, I just like avoid these things, and it's like helping me like spiritually.
Sometimes like it gets hard like by the end of the day, but like it's not that bad. The water is like the hardest thing. I don't drink water from like sunrise to sunset, and then I can drink whatever. Like I have my intake, but I don't think like I don't feel it through the day. I spend the day being hungry, and then 10 minutes after I'm like full, and I'm like, wow, that was that easy.
Yeah, I can imagine that, because like your stomach must be like shrinked.
Wow, scientific, Eva. I feel like calmer while I'm fasting, because when you're fasting, you should be like very nice, and like you should be like having like that perfect behavior, which you should normally have in normal days, but we just don't. Sometimes when I'm breaking my fast, I just call my friend and we're FaceTime, and I'm like, yes, you broke your fast like 10 hours ago, but still you're with me, and I'm like, yes.
That's so nice. We are walking to work. I'm walking to work. So as study abroad students, we're not allowed to work off campus, we have to work on campus. I have 3 on-campus jobs. I work at the Student Environmental Centre, I work as a university ambassador, like tour guide, and I also work filming the sports games. So I did a lot of the basketball, and now it's baseball season, which is all American. There's been so many near misses, like I swear to God, they want to hit me with that fucking ball. It's fun, I get to stand in the sun all day and I love the sun. So, quite a lot of the study abroad students have got on-campus jobs. So Bronte works at the study abroad office. Zainab works at Brown, which is fun. Chris works for the study abroad office and for the music department. He does filming stuff. What else do people do? We just need that dollar because America costs a lot of money. I think that's been a common theme from interviewing people is no one expected it to cost this much. It's been amazing, but it has cost an arm and a leg. Just another day in the office. Normally I'm over there, but they've moved me because I keep almost getting hit by the baseball and I'm scared. So I've done 2 games like that and I think they're giving me a break today. So if I get hit by the ball today, then I quit. I get to stand in the sun, I get to film sport. I'm actually working now, okay? Yeah, I'm doing all 3 jobs and it's a busy week in my life. So we're now going to ambush Bronte at work. Bronte works at the study abroad office and we do a thing every other week called Coffee and Conversation, and today it's ramen day. I'm excited. It's bring your kid to work. I've never shadowed someone at work before. Yeah. Das Grün.
Grün.
Yeah. This is the life of a British employee apparently. Yeah. But you just have to fill up the kettle.
What's the selection today?
Good vibes.
Thank you, Eden.
I'm just tidying my ramen.
No flavour.
Why is this so adventurous for you?
Because I have the taste buds of a child.
Hello, Chris. How's it going?
Cheers.
Oh yeah, be careful with the open one.
Okay,
What was that
all
one
in your
called?
hands. Ooh. Guys, this isn't a good decision. This is how when I make that.
For me, I feel like I've bonded more with international. Whenever I bond with someone in class, they end up being international. Like randomly. I can bond with American people too. It's just like I have such a sarcastic humor that sometimes they don't get it. And sometimes they think I'm rude. I'm not, I'm just so funny.
I don't know if I've just lived in a bubble my whole life, but I've definitely found here, it feels like people don't seem to like have as much experience like with different like religions, different cultures, things like that.
Here, like since Ramadan started, I'm like, whenever someone asks me like to eat or something, I don't really want to mention that I'm fasting, but if I'm like obliged to, I do. And they're like, oh, but what's that? Don't you drink even water and blah, 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 like the normal things. Like, and whenever it's like an English person talking to me, I'm like, I'm fasting. And they're like, oh, you're doing Ramadan. And I'm like, yes. And I feel like the US are like more separated in a way that like they have like communities for every single race of people. Like they have neighborhoods and like places for every single place. So I don't think like that's helping them any. You're like, oh, you should go to that place to find these kind of people. There's like black neighborhoods, Mexican neighborhoods, Italian neighborhoods, which is not really helping. Like if there's a mix, but they're not mixing.
Yeah. Do you want to go back?
I'm pretty good. I
Yeah,
like
same.
that stay.
I feel like the power to dream here is bigger. There are more horizons. People are like, I can do things.
Here it's like, maybe you get used to it because of all the people. Once you go back and you don't have the same rhythm.
It's hard. I know.
We definitely want more time.
Yeah, we definitely want more time. I'm actually, right now, I'm trying to apply for a job in the United States to stay here until the end of the year. But we'll see how it goes.
I've had a great time.
We have. We've had a really good time.
We've had a good time.
Bring it in.
Bring it in. I'm so glad I've had you.
All right. Thank you so much, Auntie. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you again soon.
It was a pleasure. Bye.
Goodbye.
Do I really have to go?
Yeah, you gotta go.
Our time in America is drawing to a close. We've experienced the amazing joys of connecting with people from all around the world, and also the difficulties of living thousands of miles from our loved ones. But ultimately, this time, and the friendships we've made here, we'll remember forever. And now we must part ways and say our goodbyes.
I really fell in love with this place. I really love the people here, and I think like the people made it so special.
I don't want to go back, but at the same time, I want to go back.
I'll definitely miss this place. You know, I made really good friends, good people to know. You know, nothing in Japan like happens, something like you pass to someone and then they ask you like, oh, how was your day? Or something like that, even they don't know you. I think that's really amazing thing about America.
I met people and they came to me and, hey, Valentin, how are you? Like, we maybe talked once and they all know your name. They all ask how you are. Like,
But I'm just excited to get back to like my normal life. Yeah, just miss everyone. It's the thing, I just want to go out like on a day like this, go to the pub, sit outside with a pint.
I miss the food. The food, I miss it so bad.
I'm so sad to come back to Japan because I got many friends like you guys, and I feel like my English is getting better and better these days.
I really enjoyed being here and enjoyed meeting you guys. It was really lovely.
We have to go back to our countries. Yeah.
I'll be back one day, crashing Asheville again. This is a moment that I will remember for the rest of my life.
I love you guys.
That's it. Thank you.
My mom always says this actually, like if you leave somewhere and like you're fully ready to go home and don't have anything more to do here, then you probably stayed too long. And so I think the fact that like we all have some kind of sadness to leave is good. We could overstay and then it wouldn't have the same magic. It's been so lovely and I feel so like honoured to have met every single one of you. I hope that I'll get to make lots of documentaries in my life maybe, and this will be the first one, and like I'll always remember this. I love you all.
We need to go out.
Let's hit the town! Say cheese!
American cheese.
Fromage americani.
American cheese.
American cheese.
Amerykański ser.
Americký sír.
جبن أمريكي.
American cheese.
Queso americano. Yay.